Canagold, it's a TSX listed company which is moving the highest grade the gold project in the Western Canada through bankable feasibility and permitting. Canagold is a very unique company, starting from the way that the company is managed with a very senior management team that have several years of experience building successful mines, especially in the gold space. And also on the board level, we have a very high caliber board with people involved in very large companies that can bring a lot of insight and expertise into our small company. On the shareholder side, it's a very unique company because 43% of the shares are owned by a private group, which is called Sun Valley Investments. Sun Valley is a very unique company. It's actually a gold miner with 2 active gold producing mines in Colombia, 2 more coming online, a diversified portfolio of other investments, and they have provided to the company a financing commitment to move the project from the current state to bankable feasibility and permitting. So we are very pleased to have the support of a major shareholder and be able to execute and not really necessarily rely on the ability to raise capital like most juniors do, unfortunately, to be able to execute on their plans. As you probably are aware, we've announced a new updated resource on the new Polaris project, roughly about 1.1 million ounces of measured and indicated gold resources, averaging about 11 grams per ton. That's the fundamental. That's the reason why the project now is moving through feasibility and permitting. So using that as the basis for the work we're doing right now. So right now, our efforts are focused on execution. And what I mean by that, we are actively working through the feasibility study right now, and we think a very different approach than many other junior companies would. We're doing a hands-on approach with the engineers, where we bring in not only our own expertise to the table, but we're bringing in all the Sun Valley's technical expertise to the table as well. The objective is to have a profitable mine that we can build and execute on. So this is number 1 priority of the company today. We're also actively working on permitting. We are very fortunate to have the support of a very group of First Nation, which is called TRTFN First Nation. We're trying to bring a true partnership with them in order to advance the project forward, and they've been excellent to deal with. We're also very pleased with the support we received from the BC government. We actually started the BC environmental assessment process earlier this year, and we're very, very pleased by their professionalism and the speed of action that they've been moving at. To the extent that even the BC mining minister, who's actually in London here today, is very supportive, and we are very pleased to have both the support of the local government and the willingness of the First Nations group to jointly work together and move the project through the process of permitting. So look, as the company is focused on execution right now, we're not really going to have a lot of news going out to the investors. But rest assured, it's not because things are not happening. Things are actually happening at a very high speed internally in terms of moving forward the project. So really the major milestone for 2024 is hopefully the completion of the feasibility, or getting very close to getting that done. And probably progress made through permitting and agreements with the First Nation group as things progress. So really for us, 2024 is an execution year. It's really the project moving closer and closer to eventually a production decision, which again, in hindsight, if you look at how long does it take to permit the project, when would the investor actually see hopefully the project and can hope the project can start construction per se, or construction decision, it really takes about 3 years from start to finish to get to the permitting process. And we've started this in early 2023. So 23, 24, 25 is really the permitting years, with a hopefully construction decision and possible commencement 2026. So but time goes fast and things are moving, so stay tuned for our progress. So really, lots of things are happening during this period of time, and one major one is really the true engagement and partnerships we're trying to build with the First Nations group. Things don't just happen overnight, right? We're working towards many milestones, and we really want to create not only a successful project, but hopefully a model on how mining companies and First Nations group can work together, and possibly, our objective is to create some legacies, that last well beyond, the project's existence, based on the, existing resources, if possible, upside of the resource potential, right? So there's a lot going on that, and of course, through the permitting process, there's various milestones that the project will have to move through. And as I mentioned, we'll try to provide updates as things progress, but the project now has moved, unfortunately, from a discovery exploration story to a pre-production story, and there's a different set of news flow that's going to come out of the company as a result of that. I think maybe for the retail investors that are looking to invest in junior stocks, Canagold is a very unique stock by the fact that we have a large shareholder who is able and has provided financing commitment to the company. So that provides a unique profile to the company. We are not really at the mercy of the markets per se, being able to raise the next dollars to execute on. So we have the financing coming from a good group. So that makes it a good, unique company, and I think, pending everything, should be a next mine in BC over the next few years. That's very unique.